Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 7 of the ColeScore Marble Championship. Today we have Event 6, another new one here, Off-Road Sprint. It's similar to what we've seen from sprint events in the past, except there is no paper covering the holes of the track pieces, meaning those marbles are going to have difficulty rolling down as they will have to try and avoid those holes, those divots within the track, which will slow them down and can be very tricky to traverse. Currently at the top of the standings, it is Blue Bottle still, but they are not far ahead of Ninth there in second. So we will see how this event goes. First up in the example run, Chivalry and the Corporation. Down they come. Looks like it's Core out to the lead there. Chivalry, they just seem to get stuck. And Core and Disciples T will follow behind. Chivalry, they did not even finish. But here we go to the athletes. First up, Mantis, Discharge, Anchor, and Pixie. Down they come. Seems like it's Anchor to the lead with Pixie behind. Can Discharge or Mantis catch up? Discharge made a charge for it, but it was not enough. You can see how this event kind of works here. Those marbles, they get slowed down very quickly. So with Discharge and Mantis. Pixie here at the end as well as Anchor crossed the line. Pixie slowed down a lot. Discharge didn't have the time to make it up. Anchor and Pixie comfortably move on. Next up, Blue Bottle, Ruby, Nebula, and Lapis. Down they come. Nebula out to the lead. There comes Ruby challenging him. Lapis as well, but I don't think they were able to pass Ruby. That was quite a close race there by the end. Blue Bottle, they were not in it at all. Nebula, they got out to a nice lead. Ruby was having some trouble. They managed to get away from Lapis, then got blocked by Nebula. Lapis made a charge for it, but no, it's not enough. And Ruby will be moving on with Nebula to the semi-finals. Heat 3, Derek, Knight, Lollipop, and White Flame. Down they come. Derek, they shoot out to the lead. They're very far ahead there. And there's Lollipop overtaking Knight. And Derek and Lollipop will move on. Derek, they went straight out for that lead there. Knight seemed to have second place. They went Derek. That was just an excellent run from them. Took a few bounces, but they seemed alright. Then Lollipop must have overtaken Knight just before they came on screen. And they will manage to move on to the semi-finals along with Derek. And the final heat, Raven, Black Rose, Mahi Mahi, and Andromeda. Down they come. Mahi Mahi did very well at the start. There goes Andromeda. They're leading now. There goes Black Rose and Raven, both managing to overtake. My goodness, that was an intense ending. Mahi Mahi, they had a pretty good start, but fell back quickly. Andromeda took the lead there with some very good speed, but slowed down a lot. Coming into the final section, Black Rose and Raven, they both pounce and managed to pass Andromeda. Black Rose and Raven move on. Standings from 9th down to 16th. Lapis, they managed to take the 9th place spot, followed by Andromeda, Blue Bottle, Discharge, Knight, Mantis, Mahi Mahi, and then White Flame down there in last place. Semi-finals, Derek, Anchor, Raven, and Ruby. Down they come. Raven out to the lead. Ruby behind. There goes Ruby challenging. Not going to get past, but it doesn't really matter, as Anchor and Derek were not even close to either of them. Those top two marbles did very well out of the gate. Anchor and Derek, especially Derek, had a lot of trouble. Anchor also fell behind Ruby. Ruby seemed to be trying to challenge for first place, but maybe decided to save their energy for the final. They will move on with Raven to that final. And the second heat, Black Rose, Pixie, Lollipop, and Nebula. Down they come. Nebula, they get out to a massive lead. Black Rose is fighting with Pixie there. Will they hold it? Yes, they will. They were fighting up with Pixie earlier, but must have managed to get away. Nebula, they had an excellent start here. You can see Black Rose fighting with Pixie and Lollipop there. But Nebula, that was excellent from them, running with that all the way to the end. And then the other three, they were a lot slower, but Black Rose was the best of them. They will manage to move on to the final with Nebula. Very impressive there from them. Standings 5th through 8th. Anchor, they managed to take the 5th place spot, followed by Derek, Lollipop, then Pixie down there in 8th place. But moving on to the final, Ruby, Black Rose, Raven, and Nebula. Down they come. Looks like it's Nebula and Black Rose. Black Rose takes it, but then Ruby charges past. And Ruby is going to be your gold medalist for Off-Road Sprint. That was quite the intense final. Nebula had the early lead. They fell behind. Black Rose took it, but here's the charge from Ruby. They pass everyone effortlessly and do manage to take the gold medal there over Black Rose. A very Nice performance there from Ruby throughout this event. A well-deserved gold medal for them. Black Rose, they will take a nice silver medal, while Raven gets the bronze. That does it for off-road sprint. Quite the interesting event we saw here. From their gold medal, Ruby has managed to jump 6 spots, but the top 3 remains unchanged, with Blue Bottle leading Knight and Andromeda. Black Rose, they also managed to jump 4, meanwhile White Flame, they fall 5 spots. Next event, we will be returning to off-road sprint in the B division, so I will see you then.